25th question. In the prime factorization method of finding the LCM, LCM is given by the product of dash all the factors. So answer is the terms containing the highest power. I think you know that synthesis method. Yeah, in synthesis method we'll do as like, so we'll take the prime numbers and we'll do now. So there what we'll consider as the LCM, so that is the term containing highest powers. The terms containing highest power. So next 26th question. Let A and B be two numbers. A, comma B are the two numbers. P be their LCM and Q be their GCD. Then Q in terms of LCM is. So before going for this problem, I'll give that what we use that principle. See, number 1 into number 2 equals to LCM into GCD or HCF. I think everybody you know this. So here we need in the terms of see, then Q in terms of Q means what? Q is what? Here Q be their GCD. So GCD equals to what? Number 1 into number 2. See, that's a GCD equals to number 1 into number 2 divided by LCM. So here, so what they asked the GCD. So Q equals to, Q means what? That is GCD. Numbers is what? Numbers A and B. So A into B. And next one is, so what we needed, LCM is needed downside. LCM is what? See, P be their LCM. So the downside Q equal to A into B by P. Means if you are able to remember this principle that number 1 into number 2 equals to LCM into GCD, by that we can write the 4 formulas in that GCD equals to number 1 into number 2 by LCM. Suppose if you need the LCM, number 1 into number 2 by GCD. If you need number 1, then LCM into GCD by number 2. If you need number 2, that LCM into GCD by number 1. As like we can form the 4 formulae. So by using that I wrote this answer. 27th question. HCF of the given fractions divided by LCM of a given fractions, that is equals to the given HCF of the numerators into HCF of the denominators by LCM of the denominator into dash the given. Here we want to fill up the dash. Okay. So before going further, I'll explain once the principle of HCF of the given fractions and LCM of the given fractions. See, HCF of given fractions, that is equals to, see here one logic you want to remember. Here HCF na, so for numerator HCF of numerators. See, upside we take an HCF na, so downside we should take LCM. So this is for the HCF. Suppose in case see LCM. So LCM of given fractions. So that is equals to, see here what in LCM. So it will come here. So LCM of numerator. See here LCM came na, so downside HCF of denominator. Okay, so I wrote the two principles, but combination they given. So combination means HCF. See, this total, this divided by this they given. Okay, so here once we will check it. HCF of the numerators. So in that HCF of the numerators is there. See, downside LCM of the denominator, that is also there. See, divided by this one means this one here means it is the division, it is in the denominator portion. If you take upside, it will be reverse. So HCF will come upside. So here came. So missing terms is what? That is LCM of numerator. If you know this technique, then you can apply very easily. Got an idea? So first what you want to remember, two principles. One is HCF of the given fractions. So I wrote here HCF of the given fractions is HCF of the numerators by LCM of the denominator. So next one is LCM of the given fraction. LCM of the given fraction is equal to LCM of the numerator by HCF of the denominator. Both combinedly I used here. So then we got the answer. 28th question. If x equal to a to the power 2 into b to the power 3, where a and b are prime factors of x, then number of the factors of x is. So here already this one I given in a principle in very clearly. So once again I'll recite your previous knowledge. So here suppose I select some number I given. So here some numbers it will come, and we'll write that into the exponent form. Suppose 2 or 3 or 4 as like na. So there I given. Okay. Once everybody recapitulate that. Otherwise once go through the video once again. Okay. So now I'll go further here directly. Here, if x equals to means that number equals to, we are able to write in the form of see the a comma b are the prime numbers and its power. So now what we need a number of the factors. So here number of factors of x is same here power. What is the a power is there na 2 plus 1 and b power is a 3 here. So that is 3 plus 1. Total together is 3 into 4, that becomes 12. How many factors? Without doing means without writing all the factors, we are seeing that any that number of the factors. Okay. Next question is 29th. The unit digit of the number 9 to the power 26 is. We can raise as like we can read as like also 9 raised to the power of the 26. Okay. So to get the unit digit, shall I write that into 26 times? Means as like, so 9 into 9 into 9 into as like, and I want to multiply. Yeah. Shall I do as like, or any principle is there? Yeah, in a previous class means in first when I given the introduction part, there I given for the 1 to 9 numbers, for all the numbers I given the logic. Here they given that 9 to the power. Before going further, I'll write see 9 to the power 1 value is 9 to the power 2 value is 81, 9 to the power 3 value is see 972 as like go on. 9 to the power 0 value is 1. We know that. Okay. So we no need to take that. So we want to take only 9 to the power. See here the unit digit. So here 9, 1, here once again 9. The next one is once again 1 will come as like go on. Means how many digits are repeating? Only 2 digits are repeating. So we want to divide the exponent by the 2. Means we want to divide the power by the 2. So that is say 2, 26. See 26 means 2 ones 2. So 2 will be cancelled, 3 downside 2 3 is 6. It's a 0. So remainder is a 0. So remainder is a 0 means you want to take a second one. Second one is what? Unit digit is 1. Means 26 if we multiply the 26 times. Okay. Means if 9 if we multiply the 26 times, then the unit digit is 1. Without writing that much big number, we are able to write the unit digit by using the principle. I know this one nobody watched because video streaming length means how many minutes you observe now, that is only 4 minutes. So that's why I am not repeating once again. Dear children, once again you go for the first video and once again you check it in my channel. So next 38th question, they given the divided minus remainder by divisor equals to. See, this one you are loading from the third class. That is, so here little bit they given the reverse. Suppose in a third class, how like they will give a quotient equals to. Here they given the total answer. You want to write that a third class question. So there is a quotient equals to. So we'll write as like, so dividend minus remainder by divisor. Okay. If you write in another way also, dividend equals to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay. This principle, I think everybody you can catch it very easily. Okay. The same thing. Can I write the original one? Okay. Once for your confirmation, I will write the original principle. There's a dividend equals to, see, divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, that they little bit they change when they ask. So answer is here the quotient. I think it's a very easy one. The next one is, which of the following numbers are the rational? Also identify the irrational number. Okay. Yeah, from the 32nd question, they given A to J. From that we want to find out the rational number and irrational number. Once I will revise that rational number, the numbers which are in the form of the P by Q, where the P comma Q are the integers, Q is not equal to 0, then in that form numbers are called rational numbers. There I explained about the 0 also. 0 is a rational number. Okay. So next one is irrational numbers. The numbers which are not, means we are not able to write in the form of the P by Q. Okay. That numbers are called irrational numbers. So from this, so by the first definition you can write so many numbers. So which are the tough one? That one I will take. So here F1 is there. F1 is a root 2. So root 2 is irrational because we cannot write in the form of the P by Q. So next one is minus root 2 is also irrational. Next one is H1 is root 2 into root 8. So once we will check it. So root 2 into root 8. So total together, which are in a root, that we can write. Suppose root A into root B, that is equal to, we can write root AB. Means that both are in the same root now, so then we can write it. So 2 into 8, that is 2 into 8 is 16. 16 I can write in the form of 4 into 4. So answer is 4. 4 is a rational number. So root 2 into root 8 is a rational number. It is not an irrational number. Got an idea? Means after doing the product, I got the answer as a rational number. So that's why this one you want to write this side. Okay. So in the next one same, I1 also same. Okay. Remaining all you do. If you want, once again I will repeat the definition. Rational numbers, the numbers which are in the form of the P by Q, where the P comma Q are integers and Q is not equal to 0, then the P by Q form numbers were called the rational numbers. Which are not able to write in that form, then that are called irrational numbers. So try for the remaining all. Next 33 question, find the greatest and the least of the following rational numbers. So they given a very easy one, first one. So minus 12, 8, minus 3, 12, minus 8, 3, 0. So if you write in order, suppose minus 12, so next minus 8, minus 3, so then 0, 3, 8, 12. Which is the greatest and least? So greatest is plus 12, least is minus 12. That's all. The downside, see 2 by 3, 3 by 5, 2 by 5, 3 by 4, 3 by 8. To get here, what we want to do? See, when we want to compare any fractional number, that time everybody you must and should remember the denominator. If you mark equal, so then you can do very easily. So here, so denominators are 3, 5, 5, 4, 8. So if you take 3, 5, 5, 4, 8, I'm taking so LCM. So first I am going for the 2 table because I start from the 2 now. So 2 2s are 2 4s are. So once again with the 2 table, 2 1s are 2 2s are. So once again 1 2 will be remains 3 5 table. So 3 5 1s are 5 1s are 1 2. So LCM is 2 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 2. It becomes 2 2s are 4, 4 3s are 12, 12 10s are 120. So make it the denominator 120 and compare it. Then you will get that which is the greatest one and which is the least one. I solved half, you do it half. Next question, 34th one, represent the following numbers on the number line. So they given here minus 7 by 4, 0, minus 1.8, 3 by 2, minus 5 by 6, 1, 1 by 3. So they given the last one is, this one is after simplification. Then only you want to represent on a number line. No need to represent for this number, this number, this number. First you want to simplify, then you want to represent. Okay, first I will go for the first one. Okay, so I will tell one logic. First you keep it as like a 0 middle. You want to solve for the first one. First one is 7 by 4. 7 by 4 na. So you start from the, see this side 1 by 4, 2 by 4, 3 by 4, 4 by 4, 5 by 4, 6 by 4, 7 by 4. These are all the positive numbers. They given here that this side negative numbers. This is minus 1 by 4, minus 2 by 4, minus 3 by 4, minus 4 by 4, minus 5 by 4, minus 6 by 4, minus 7 by 4, minus 8 by 4. What we needed? We need minus 7 by 4. First I wrote for this side na, because to get an idea. Okay, you can solve as like any problem. What they given the denominator, that you take as a first one. So then you can write, go on. Suppose here 3 by 2 is there. Suppose 3 by 2 means here the 0. What you want to start? 1 by 2. Denominator you want to take 2 and 1 by 2. 2 by 2. 3 by 2. This side minus 1 by 2, minus 2 by 2, minus 3 by 2. We need a positive one. That is the answer. Suppose this one is there, 1 by 3. So you convert it that is equals to 3 1 the 3 plus 1 is a 4 by 3. Same as like you can write it. Okay, got an idea? Children, very easy one na? Only last one you make it the simplify, then you represent on a number line. Okay, one more is minus 1.8 is there. Okay, some people they may get the doubt. Okay, once I go through that. Same, that one we can do in both ways. One is in a decimal, one is after converting into the fraction, then you can do. So fraction one is very easy. See, minus 1.8. I can write that minus 18 by 10. Is it right? I think now it is very easy now for you. 18 by 10. So 1 by 10 you want to start here onwards. 1 by 10 this side and this side. Minus 1 by 10 here. Somewhere you will get minus 18 by 10 until you write it. Okay, my dear children, I think I hope everybody got an idea about how to represent rational numbers on a number line. Thirty-fifth question, obtain the one rational number. Second one is three rational number between the 1 by 3 and 1 by 2. Okay, before going for once, I'll recapitulate the previous knowledge what you have about the rational numbers. In between of the two rational numbers, we can keep infinite rational numbers. This one I explained by taking one example on a number line also. Okay. Suppose you are not getting idea, once again you go through the video what I done on that. Okay. Here one rational number. So here the two methods are there. So I'll go for the first one for the first method for the first one, and second one second different method. Okay. I'll go for that. See, suppose any two numbers A and B. So then I need the between number, means middle number I needed. A plus B divided by 2. Then I will get the middle number. This is one logic. So here the A number is same. A is I am taking as 1 by 3. B I am taking as 1 by 2. So what I needed, A plus B divided by 2. I will get the middle number. See, that is. So upside only you want to take. So I am keeping here the downside one. See, upside you want to take LCM. So I am doing directly. So here the LCM technique, you know that. So 2 into 3 is 6. So 3 2s 6 and 1 2 3 is into 1. So downside 2 by 1 as it is. Now here 2 plus 3 is 5 by 6. This one downside one I am taking upside. So then I can write that 1 by 2. So answer is 5 by 12. This is one technique. So I did not write all the steps. I done directly. See, 2 ones are 2 plus 3 ones are 3. The total becomes a 5 by 6, and 2 ones are I taken the reciprocal because I brought that upside. So then it becomes a 1 by 2. So 5 into 1 is 5. 6 into 2 is a 12. So there's a 5 by 12. This is one method. Another method, 3 rational numbers. Instead of the 3 rational numbers, we can keep the infinite rational numbers. I'll use the technique. See, for that also, see 1 by 3 here, 1 by 2 here. We want to make it that denominator equal. So to make it the denominator equal, first fraction is multiplied by the 2 and divided by the 2. Second fraction is multiplied by 3 and divided by the 3. So then there is no change because 2 ones are 2 ones are, 3 ones are 3 ones are. So same number will be remains. Okay. Now, and one more thing also you want to remember. First number you want to take the small one, second one you want to take the bigger one. So I taken 1 by 3 as the first one, second one is a 1 by 2. Some people they may get that out. So I taken the reverse. This is only bigger one, this is only smaller one they will think. No, here see 1 is divided into 3 pieces, 1 is divided into 2 pieces here. So which one is the smaller one? 1 is divided into 3 pieces is a smaller one. 1 is divided into 2 pieces is a bigger one. So everybody, you remember that. So now, here there is a 2 by 6. Here this is a 3 by 6. See, 2 by 6 and 3 by 6. So I cannot do anything here. Means a middle number I cannot keep directly. So now what I am doing, I am multiplying and dividing by the 10. No need to see, always I am taking here the 10. Not only 10, you can take the 5 also. That's depend upon our question. Suppose if I take the 5, then middle we will get the 5 numbers. If I take the 10, I will get the middle 9 numbers. Okay, that is depend upon you. Suppose 10. So now it's 20 by 60, 30 by 60. So middle numbers 22 by 60, 23 by 60. It's like you can go on up to 29 by 60. But we need only 3 numbers. So I wrote the 3 numbers. You can multiply and divide it by any number here, no problem. But before that you want to make it this. What? Denominator mastering should be equal. When it is equal, so then you can multiply by any number. If it is not suitable, then you go for the higher numbers. So up to 8th class, if you multiply and divide it by the 10, means after making the denominator equal, if you multiply by 10, then all the questions answers will be suitable. So that's why I taken the 10. Sometimes 10 is also not suitable, then I will go for the 100. So I will get the 99 numbers. If they ask the more than 99, then what we want to do? We want to go for 1000 numbers. Means here you want to take the 1000 you want to multiply, you want to divide. So then you will get the 999 numbers in between of the two numbers. As like you can write for the infinite. If you multiply by the 1 lakh, then you will get the 99,999. So if you multiply by the 1 crore, then 9,99,999 numbers will get middle of that two numbers. Okay. So next question they given. So which of the following numbers are the prime numbers they asked, and why also they asked the reason. So from that I think it is very easy. I given the definition and I wrote the prime numbers up to the 100, and how to recognize the prime numbers also I given the technique. In that video, Eratosthenes method is also prime factorization method, means a different methods for the finding the prime numbers are given. Okay, so using that methods you find out that which are the prime, and if it is a prime then why, if it is not a prime then why, you want to give the reason. Okay. So next question is 37th question. They given here it is also a very simple one. So identify the composite number from the following. So composite number definition I given, and I given the example also. So once I'll means recite for your purpose. So that is a composite number means a number having more than the two factors are called composite numbers. For that I given the logic also as like which is first even composite number, odd composite number, and as like I given that. So once you check it that and do this problem, just by seeing that only you can keep it that. Okay, my dear children. So next one is from the following numbers which are divisible by the 3. Okay, here one problem I will tell, the remaining is homework for you. So divisible by the 3 rule is what? Are you able to remember? Otherwise can I? So sum of the digits is divisible by the 3, then the whole number is divisible by the 3. Okay, I'll go for the any 1 or 2 problems, remaining is you can do. So from that I taken here 2 problems, that is the D1 and first one. Okay, means one is which is possible and which is not possible. So both I taken. So once everybody observe that. Okay, here. So sum of the digits. Sum of the digits is sum of the digits is 4 plus 5 plus 3 plus 0 plus 5 plus 2. That is 4 plus 5 is 9 plus 3 is 12. 12 plus 7 is 19. So 19 is not divisible by 19 is not divisible by. So then that 4 5 3 0 is not divisible by 3. Okay, so here, so sum of the digits I am writing directly 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2. So that is 3 4 5 6 7 3 plus 1 4 5 6 7 8 9. So sum of the digits is 9. 9 is divisible by 3. So then 1 2 1 2 1 2 is also divisible by 3. Okay, 2 I taken, one is positive, one is a negative one.